Thanks Hero Wars for sponsoring this video. Teriyaki pork belly. That is just music to my ears. And the best part, super easy to make. And everything starts off with the star of the show, pork belly. Whenever I'm looking for pork belly, I'm looking for one that has a lot of meat. Because by default, it already has a lot of fat. Also notice that this one does not have a skin. For today's cook, I'm leaving the skin out. And that's because we're going to be cooking it on a marinade. But most importantly is sous vide. Now since I have two of them, I'm going to be doing an experiment. One I'm going to be using a marinade, and the other one I'm not. This way we're really going to be able to tell if it's worth it or not. To season them, I kept it quite simple. I used a good amount of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. Notice that I did use a good amount. This is a thick piece of meat, so don't be shy. On one of them, I'm going to be using an incredible marinade to go along with it. And I made sure to put quite a bit. To make this marinade is super easy, and here's how. Into my food processor, I threw in a good amount of ginger, followed by green onions, garlic, low sodium soy sauce, hoisin sauce, brown sugar, and finish it off with cherry vinegar. Now all there's left to do is to blend it on high because your marinade is done. Now that might not look appetizing, but hopefully it's gonna bring in some flavor. At least that's what I'm hoping for. So I made sure to apply it to the whole thing, and hopefully it's gonna turn out fantastic. Because once that was done, all there was left to do is to throw it in the bag, make sure to put the rest of the marinade right inside, vacuum seal it, and it's now ready for the water bath. I did the same exact thing with the other one, but this one does not have any marination. However, it will have something else. I'm talking about an incredible glaze. And to make it, it's super easy. Into a pan, I threw in some Miriam, followed by sake, soy sauce, and brown sugar. Then I mixed everything well under medium-high heat. To thicken up my sauce, I threw in some cornstarch slurry. You wanna let it simmer under medium-high heat until it reduces to half. Because once that's happened, your glaze is done. Now that is super easy to make, and this is the one that is going to bring in flavor to both of them. At least that's my hope. We're going to find that out real shortly, because of course we gotta have a side dish to go along with it. And to break the fattiness, I made a simple coleslaw. At least to me, it is perfect to go along with pork belly. For today, I'm using two types of cabbage, but if you don't have those available, anyone will work just fine. Because once I mixed everything together, all you gotta do is throw in the sauce. Now I decided to make my own dressing because it tastes better, and here's how. I threw in a good amount of mayo, followed by Dijon mustard, red wine vinegar, a good quality olive oil, a pinch of honey, white sugar, and finish it off with black pepper. Mix everything well and combine together. Because once you have done so, your dressing is done. It doesn't get any easier than this. And I can guarantee you it tastes better than any other one that you can buy in the supermarket. All there was left to do is to mix everything well and combine everything together because my coleslaw was done. This should be perfect to go along with the pork belly. Talking about that, the only thing left to do is to put it to cook. I'll be cooking it at 185 degrees Fahrenheit for 7 hours. This will cook them to perfection, but most importantly, allow my marinade to penetrate deeply into that meat. And I cannot wait to find out which one is gonna be best. I cannot wait to find out which pork belly is gonna taste better. I'll tell you one thing, it's a little bit more work to do the marination, so I'm curious to see if it's gonna be worth it. If not, just put salt, pepper, garlic powder, and make sure you do that wonderful glaze. With all that being said, it is lunchtime, we are hungry, and it's time to take it out. Let's do it. This happens every single time. Whenever you take it out of the sous vide bag, it doesn't look appetizing, everybody. And I know that's exactly what you're thinking. Now, I will say one thing. You have a few options. You can put it in the oven on the broiler and just let it get a nice golden brown crust, which is a good thing. If you put it on the pan, it's just gonna be a mess because you gotta remember, this thing is way too tender. But if you ask me which way is the best way to do it, you gotta use the flamethrower. It's quick, there's no mess whatsoever, and most importantly, it is a lot of fun. And if you don't have a flamethrower, man, I highly recommend you getting one. You're gonna be using almost every single day. But now I say, I know what you're thinking. I know it doesn't look that good right now, but watch this.
Does that look good or what? And before we try it, I want to thank today's sponsor, Hero Wars. Hero Wars is an online action RPG where your choice isn't limited to the usual picks of elf, orc, dwarf, and so on. This game has beautiful areas, stunning character models, and most importantly, a ridiculous amount of content to explore. The campaign mode has over 130 missions to complete, and all of them are filled with tough opponents. That is only one of the game modes Hero War has to offer. There's also the PvP arena, the airship, the outland, and the grand arena. My favorite game mode is the campaign. Here you can see me walk into the boss room, and my main DPSer has his skill ready. This boy can do some damage. I use the 2 skills available, and bam! Just look at that damage. I'll use this paralysis for good measure, and the boss is done for. I'll unlock Chaba next. He's an awesome tank who literally devours his enemies. Don't like the champions I used? That's no problem because the game has more than 50 completely different heroes with unique skills that will help you explore. Join the game now and get a super chest with 5 top heroes. One of them is secret, as well as 600 emeralds and 30,000 gold. Scan this QR code or download the game using my link on the description down below, and I'll see you in the game. Thanks again, Hero Wars, for sponsoring this video. Download now to start playing the game. Now, let's get right back to it. All right, everybody, here we have our beautiful pork belly today. No steaks, but my favorite. You like pork belly, Leo?
I love pork belly.
Not my favorite, but it's definitely good. I like it.
Gotta say, it's my favorite, everybody. After steaks, obviously. You like bacon?
I like Iberico Secreto.
Oh, no, come on, that's cheating. That's not fair. So here's the deal. These are 2 pork bellies. They were cooked exactly the same way, the same everything. There's only a slight difference between both of them. I want to know if it makes any difference and if it's worth doing it, all right? Because this one right here is a little bit more work.
Another experiment.
A good one, yeah. And this one is not that much. Enough talking, let's go give this a try. I'll serve you. Come over here, Angel. Now, as expected, pork belly, a lot of fat, yeah? So, if you don't enjoy fat, everybody, pork belly is not for you. Okay.
Oh man, it smells so good.
And then obviously, we got a little bit of coleslaw. Enough talking. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Man.
Silky smooth.
Wow,
Oh my
so
God.
tender, man.
It melts in your mouth, man.
Fatty, sweet.
It's like sweet, but not too sweet.
Yeah.
Savory, but not too savory. It's like an incredible balance. Now let me do this. Here's what I want to know. Try with a little bit of extra teriyaki sauce.
I didn't even see a sauce.
Don't even wait. Go, Leo.
Cheers.
Let me know. Tell me how does it taste with the sauce. I want to know. With extra.
That sauce amplifies it. It takes that sweetness to a whole nother level.
It could
My
be sweeter
God.
though.
It could.
No.
It could be sweeter, man.
No. That's the perfect amount of sweetness.
I don't like it when it's too sweet and it takes away from the meat. You know what I mean?
If it was sweeter,
it's like candy. I don't want candy on my food.
If it would be sweeter, it'd be pretty much Coca-Cola syrup. And that's exactly what this guy loves.
Well, look.
No wonder.
Sometimes you need someone that likes sweet. You need a guy like me. Who's gonna be like, it could be sweeter. No one to do that. It just be me.
I just don't even want to stop eating. It's just so good.
It
man.
is absolutely delicious, everybody.
on.
As you guys already know, this one is very easy to do. This one takes more time. I want to cut out the fatness here, so you and me and we try together, because this guy over here is going to continue going
You
for
guys,
the sauce.
You guys can cut out the fat all you want.
Coleslaw, perfect combination for a fatty, fatty dish. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Beautiful.
That coldness,
Beautiful.
that crunchiness. Wow.
You know, I will say, this coleslaw is great, but the whole reason that we're eating it is to cut out the fattiness of the pork belly. It doesn't really taste super fatty. The sweetness really takes it out like already on its own. So the coleslaw is just a really nice addition.
Absolutely agree 100%, and it's falling apart, everybody. Absolutely
I was
delicious.
gonna say, it kind of feels like the texture of the meat itself, like when you are able to pull off the bone on a rib, but it's like perfect. And
Like
it's
so
like
tender?
that one bite that's just perfect.
If you never had pork belly, everybody, you don't know what you're missing. Okay, let's go for the second one.
Oh, all right.
Let me know.
Okay,
I want to
keep
know.
going.
I really want to know your opinion.
I really love that first one, so the fact that this one's a little bit different, I cannot wait to see what this one's about.
Enough. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
It's so good, I must say right away.
That one definitely has a lot more flavor to it.
Wow.
Damn, it's better.
Wow.
In my opinion.
That is much better.
Yeah, it's worth doing the marinade
That's the difference. This one is marinated.
It feels
this
like
one's not.
Oh, it's the marinade. I was about to say it feels like the flavors that you get in the first one, they're just seeped in way more in this middle one that we just tried.
This one right here has more flavor, has a little bit of, you can taste the ginger, you can taste more garlicky, the soy sauce, the marination.
I think the ginger really does come through.
It penetrated a little bit more the meat, so it has a little bit more flavor than the first one. But don't get me wrong. I know if you dip it with the sauce, it's crazy.
I was about to go there.
Go for it, Leo. But don't get me wrong, everybody. If you are sipped for time or you don't have all of the ingredients of the marination, go ahead and just make the first one because that one is delicious. Anyway, guys, these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything's always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, buddy. Bye-bye.
Peace out, guys.